Day 122, 2 Samuel 3, 1 Chronicles 3 through 4, and Psalm 25. Second Samuel 3. Abner defects to David. There was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David. And David grew stronger and stronger, while the house of Saul became weaker and weaker. And sons were born to David at Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon, of Ahinoam of Jezreel, and his second, Chileab, of Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel, and the third, Absalom, the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur, and the fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith, and the fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital, and the sixth, Ithream, of Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. While there was war between the house of Saul and the house of David, Abner was making himself strong in the house of Saul. Now Saul had a concubine, whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah. And Ishbosheth said to Abner, "Why have you gone into my father's concubine?" Then Abner was very angry over the words of Ishbosheth, and said, "Am I a dog's head of Judah? This day I keep showing loyalty to the house of Saul your father, to his brothers and to his friends, and have not given you into the hand of David. And yet you charge me today with a fault concerning a woman. God do so to Abner and more also, if I do not accomplish for David what the Lord has sworn to him, to transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul, and set up the throne of David over Israel and over Judah, from Dan to Beersheba." And Ishbosheth could not answer Abner another word, because he feared him. And Abner sent messengers to David at Hebron, saying, "To whom does the land belong? Make your covenant with me, and behold, my hand shall be with you to bring over all Israel to you." And he said, "Good, I will make a covenant with you. But one thing I will require of you, that is, you shall not see my face unless you first bring Michal, Saul's daughter, when you come to see my face." Then David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, Saul's son, saying, "Give me my wife Michal, whom I betrothed at the price of 100 foreskins of the Philistines." And Ishbosheth sent and took her from her husband Paltiel, the son of Laish. But her husband went with her, weeping after all the way to Bahurim. Then Abner said to him, "Go, return." And he returned. And Abner conferred with the elders of Israel, saying, "For some time past you have been seeking David as king over you. Now then bring it about. For the Lord has promised David, saying, 'By the hand of my servant David, I will save my people Israel from the hand of the Philistines and from the hand of all their enemies.'" Abner also spoke to Benjamin. And then Abner went to tell David at Hebron all that Israel and the whole house of Benjamin thought good to do. When Abner came with 20 men to David at Hebron, David made a feast for Abner and the men who were with him. And Abner said to David, "I will arise and go, and will gather all Israel to my lord the king, that they may make a covenant with you, and that you may reign over all that your heart desires." So David sent Abner away, and he went in peace. Abner is killed by Joab. Just then the servants of David arrived with Joab from a raid, bringing much spoil with them. But Abner was not with David at Hebron, for he had sent him away, and he had gone in peace. When Joab and all the army that was with him came, it was told Joab, Abner, the son of Ner, came to the king, and he has let him go, and he has gone in peace. Then Joab went to the king and said, What have you done? Behold, Abner came to you. Why is it that you have sent him away, so that he is gone? You know that Abner, the son of Ner, came to deceive you, and to know you're going out and you're coming in, and to know all that you are doing. When Joab came out from David's presence, he sent messengers after Abner, and they brought him back from the cistern of Sirah. But David did not know about it. And when Abner returned to Hebron, Joab took him aside into the midst of the gate to speak with him privately. And there he struck him in the belly so that he died, for the blood of Asahel his brother. After when David heard of it, he said, I and my kingdom are forever guiltless before the Lord for the blood of Abner, the son of Ner. May it fall upon the head of Joab, and upon all his father's house, and may the house of Joab never be without one who has a discharge, or who is leprous, or who holds a spindle, or who is slain by the sword, or who lacks bread. So Joab and Abishai his brother slew Abner, because he had killed their brother Asahel in the battle at Gibeon. Then David said to Joab, and to all the people who were with him, Tear your clothes and put on sackcloth, and mourn before Abner. And King David followed the bier. They buried Abner at Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner. And all the people wept. And the king lamented for Abner, saying, Should Abner die as a fool dies? Your hands were not bound, your feet were not fettered. As one falls before the wicked, you have fallen. And all the people wept again over him. Then all the people came to persuade David to eat bread while it was yet day. But David swore, saying, God do so to me and more also, if I taste bread or anything else till the sun goes down. And all the people took notice of it, and it pleased them, as everything that the king did pleased all the people. So all the people and all Israel understood that day that it had not been the king's will to slay Abner the son of Ner. And the king said to his servants, Do you not know that a prince and a great man has fallen this day in Israel? And I am this day weak, though anointed king. These men, the sons of Zeruiah, are too hard for me. The Lord repay the evildoer according to his wickedness. First Chronicles 3. Descendants of David and Solomon. These are the sons of David that were born to him in Hebron. The firstborn, Amnon, by Ahinoam the Jezreelitess. The second, Daniel, by Abigail the Carmelitess. The third, Absalom, whose mother was Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah, whose mother was Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah, by Abital. The sixth, Ithream, by his wife Eglah. 6 were born to him in Hebron, where he reigned for 7 years and 6 months. And he reigned 33 years in Jerusalem. These were born to him in Jerusalem: Shimei, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon, 4 by Bathshua, the daughter of Amiel. Then Ibar, Elishama, Eliphelet, Nogah, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet, 9. All these were David's sons, besides the sons of the concubines, and Tamar was their sister. The descendants of Solomon: Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Joram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah: Johanan, the firstborn; the second, Jehoiakim; the third, Zedekiah; the fourth, Shallum. The descendants of Jehoiakim: Jeconiah his son, Zedekiah his son. And the sons of Jeconiah, the captive: Shealtiel his son, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. And the sons of Pedaiah, Zerubbabel and Shimei. And the sons of Zerubbabel, Meshullam and Hananiah. And Shelemith was their sister. And Hashubah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hazadiah, and Jushabethed, 5. The sons of Hananiah: Pelatiah and Jeshai his son, Raphi his son, Arnon his son, Obadiah his son, Shechaniah. The sons of Shechaniah: Shammai. And the sons of Shammai: Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat, 6. The sons of Neriah: Elioenai, Hizkiah, and Azrikam, 3. The sons of Elioenai: Hodaviah, Elishib, Peliahai, Akub, Johanan, Delai, and Anani, 7. 1 Chronicles 4. Descendants of Judah: the sons of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reiah, the son of Shobal, was the father of Jahath, and Jahath was the father of Ahumai and Lahad. These were the families of the Zorhathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. And the name of their sister was Hazalelponi. And Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Hushah. These were the sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, the father of Bethlehem. Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Helah and Narah. Narah bore him Ahuzam, Hefer, Tamini, and Ha-Hashari. These were the sons of Narah. The sons of Helah: Zareth, Ishar, and Ethnon. Koz was the father of Anub, Zobabah, and the families of Arhalel, the son of Harum. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, "Because I bore him in pain." Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my border, and that your hand might be with me, and that you would keep me from harm, so that it might not hurt me. And God granted what he asked. Chalub, the brother of Shuha, was the father of Mahir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton was the father of Bethrapha, Paziah, and Tehina, the father of Ernahash. These are the men of Rakah. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel and Serahai. And the sons of Othniel, Hathoth and Meonothai. Meonothai was the father of Ophrah, and Sarai was the father of Joab, the father of Gerashim, so called because they were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, Iru, Elah, and Nam. And the sons of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jehalelel, Ziph, Ziphah, Tiriah, and Azarel. The sons of Ezra, Jethir, Merad, Epher, and Jalon. These are the sons of Bithiah, the daughter of Pharaoh, whom Merad married, and she conceived and bore Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbah, the father of Eshtemoa. And his Jewish wife bore Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. The sons of the wife of Hodiah, the sister of Naham, were the fathers of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtemoa, the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rina, Ben-Hanan, and Telon. The sons of Ishi, Zoheth and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, the son of Judah, the father of Lekah, Lada, the father of Marishah, and the families of the house of linen workers at Beth Ashbea, and Joachim, and the men of Kozeba, and Joash, and Seraph, who ruled in Moab, and returned to Lahem. Now the records are ancient. These were the potters and inhabitants of Netaim and Gederah. They dwelt there with the king for his work. Descendants of Simeon. The sons of Simeon, Nemuel, Jamin, Jarib, Zerah, Shaul, Shalom was his son, Mibsam his son, Mishma his son. The sons of Mishma, Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers had not many children, nor did all their family multiply like the men of Judah. They dwelt in Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar-Shual, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar Susem, Beth Beri, and Shariam. These were their cities until David reigned. And their villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Token, and Dashan, 5 cities, along with all their villages, which were round about these cities as far as Baal. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshobab, Jamlech, Joshua, the son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, the son of Joshabiah, son of Zerhiah, son of Aziel, Elioenai, Jagabai, Jeshohai, Isaiah, Adiel, Jesimiel, Benaiah, Ziza, the son of Shiphi, son of Elon, son of Jediah, son of Shimri, son of Shemaiah. These mentioned by name were princes in their families. and their father's houses increased greatly. They journeyed to the entrance of Gedor, to the east side of the valley, to seek pasture for their flocks, where they found rich, good pasture, and the land was very broad, quiet, and peaceful, for the former inhabitants there belonged to Ham. These, registered by name, came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and destroyed their tents and the Maonim who were found there, and exterminated them to this day, and settled in their place, because there was pasture there for their flocks. And some of them, 500 men of the Simeonites, went to Mount Seir, having as their leaders Pelatiah, Neariah, Raphi, and Uziel, the sons of Vishi. And they destroyed the remnant of the Amalekites that had escaped, and they have dwelt there to this day. Psalm 25. Prayer for guidance and for deliverance. A psalm of David. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, in you I trust. Let me not be put to shame. Let not my enemies exult over me. Yes, let none that wait for you be put to shame. Let them be ashamed who are wantonly treacherous. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. Be mindful of your compassion, O Lord, and of your merciful love, for they have been from of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, or my transgressions. According to your mercy remember me, for your goodness' sake, O Lord. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore he instructs sinners in the way. He leads the humble in what is right, and teaches the humble his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and faithfulness, for those who keep his covenant and his testimonies. For your name's sake, O Lord, pardon my guilt, for it is great. Who is the man that fears the Lord? Him will he instruct in the way that he should choose. He himself shall abide in prosperity, and his children shall possess the land. The friendship of the Lord is for those who fear him, and he makes known to them his covenant. My eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he will pluck my feet out of the net. Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. Relieve the troubles of my heart, and bring me out of my distresses. Consider my affliction and my trouble, and forgive all my sins. Consider how many are my foes, and with what violent hatred they hate me. Oh, guard my life and deliver me. Let me not be put to shame, for I take refuge in you. May integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait for you. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles.